Hey everybody, welcome to Offshoot Comments Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid,
And Black Superman,
also known as David Clark,
and Walter Bryant.
and today we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, so okay, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons fan. Not a player, but I read the books, and I like the cartoon from back in the day. I had a lot of fun at this movie.
Yeah, it was really good. I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons, so I have certain friends, you know who you are, who won't stop until I play one day. But it was fun. I bought the figure for Holga yesterday.
Oh, really?
And yeah, real quick, Hasbro, your figures are trash. Like I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I bought that figure for like $24. I was really excited. First off, Walter, I should have done an unboxing. So like the box looks nice, right?
Mm.
But it's not a clear package, just like a, closed packaging, right? You open it up, it's a piece of cardboard, and the figure's just in a bag. It's not attached to nothing. It's not sitting. It's just attached. It's just in a bag, and there's another bag for the axe. And you just pull out this bag, and you open the bag, and it's just sitting there. And then the arms don't even go all the way up.
Where do you buy this from?
I bought from Walmart.
They sell these at Walmart?
Oh yeah, and at Target too.
Wait, I was just at Walmart in the toy section a couple of days ago. I mean, look around you. You can see I've been there.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't understand how I didn't see these.
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't. It disappointed. Now it looks good. It just I was gonna have her pose like jumping in the air with the axe, swinging at dark side or something. But then like her arm doesn't
move that far.
It don't move good. So I just have her sitting in front of Atrocitus right now.
With an axe?
Yeah.
That's a really, really bad matchup.
I mean, it's a bad figure. So she gets what she deserves. But no, other than that, no, it was really good. Like I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons, but it was fun. I thought the acting was good. I forget his name. The dude who was the paladin, like for a solid 30 minutes, it just became his movie.
Oh yeah, Renee, whatever, Jean Page or whatever
his name is.
The Duke from that other thing that all these women fall in love with.
Yeah, that I was forced to watch. He was pretty good.
Yeah, he's the best part of that movie.
Yeah, he didn't join them for the spoiler alert. By the way, yeah, we're doing spoilers, so you should have had time to watch it by now. But like, if he had stuck with him the entire time,
the movie would have been over in 5
there
minutes.
It would have been a very short movie. He was pretty cool. The red haired chick who could turn into an animal, I thought she was pretty cool.
She's a tiefling.
Yeah, well,
for all you Dungeons and Dragons people.
I don't know what that is, but
it's a half demon.
Oh, okay. Well, she transforms and it looks cool.
That's why she had the horns.
There's no figure of her yet, which I was like,
She's like the second best person there.
Yeah, so like the three people who I wanted figures for were her, Holga, and then Paladin guy. And only Holga has a figure. You know who has a figure? The dude who was a traitor. He got a figure. Why he got a figure? He didn't do no action. Why he has a figure?
He fell out of a balloon.
Yeah, but the other people they threw hands, Walter.
Yeah,
they had actual feats. But no, like I thought it was pretty good. The acting was good, and I think it definitely deserves a sequel. Like there's a whole lot more I think they could do with that world.
Oh, absolutely. And then if you are an actual Dungeons and Dragons fan, one of the first things that you notice is that they're actually talking about places in actual Dungeons and Dragons lore. Mm-hmm. Like all the other Dungeons and Dragons movies that have ever come out, they just sort of make up some place and then they go, okay, and this is Dungeons and Dragons because they have swords and use magic and it's bullcrap and they're no fun and they have Wayans brothers in them. They're terrible. But this movie actually references places from the books and they reference people from the books. Like the Lord of Waterdeep is actually in the books. So. And Waterdeep is in the movie. It's only one of the places is in here. So like there are things that they say in this movie that you go, oh my god, this is an actual Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Right.
And that's since I've seen pretty much all of them, and they all sucked except for this one. That was refreshing.
Yeah. I think the setup was very straightforward. It didn't require lots of lore knowledge. The dude who was a traitor. Mm-hmm. There was a moment in the movie when you found out like the depths of his betrayal, like I looked at you, I'm like, oh, he has to die. He has to go. This man not only set his friends up to take the fall and go to jail, but took his friend's daughter and basically brainwashed her against her dad.
Yeah,
that is worthy of death.
And I mean, to be fair, he raised her as a criminal, so She probably didn't have a lot of faith in his moral compass, but at some point, you know, like, you would think that when your dad walks through the door and says, "Hey, I'd like to talk to you," she would at least go, "Okay, I'll hear you out." She wasn't interested in hearing him out at all.
Yeah, and like, I know you're like, "Oh, you're a bad dad. You were gone." He was gone for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
While yes, when you're young, it's a long time. She's like what, 14?
She was 15. Yeah,
15. Okay, so he was there for a solid 13 years. He went to jail for being a thief, which everyone was a part of,
including the daughter.
And now he's back. He didn't leave, like he didn't abandon you, like, you know. And then, like, I mean, I get why he didn't want to tell her about, like, there's like a tablet thing they were trying to get that can bring people back from the dead, and I get why he didn't want to tell her to get her hopes up just in case he failed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, let's say she went with the lie that the dude told her that it was about a tablet of riches or whatever, right? Why do you think your dad was trying to get the tablet of riches? It's the same reason he stole all the other stuff. For you.
Mm-hmm.
Did he always hoard his money somewhere else, or did he give you stuff? The very first time we see them stealing in the movie, he just gives something from this first thing to his daughter, which is the invisibility thing.
Yeah. And then, then Holga, also known as Lady Drax,
basically.
Okay, as far as I can tell, she doesn't know how to lie.
No, I don't think she's capable.
Like, she doesn't. She's not capable of it. She says exactly what's on her mind and exactly what happened all the time. So, yeah, okay, fine. You think your dad's a liar. Holga's never lied to you before, and she just said he's not lying.
Yeah.
Why are you still angry? Angry that you're not even listening to her.
I mean, Holga's not even really a thief. She just punches things.
Right?
She doesn't have the subtlety to be a thief.
She punches things well.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I love it in the beginning of the movie when that orc guy or whatever was put in their cell and was trying to get on her, and I'm like, bro, look, if you're ever in a prison and there's one woman in the whole prison who's eating and doesn't even look up when you walk in, she's probably killed many like you. Leave her alone.
Especially when the guy in the cell with her is like knitting.
Yeah.
And he just goes, "You should leave her alone until she finishes eating."
Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, it's like that same thing when, like, whenever there's like a bunch of guys in a movie and then one dude comes out to meet them, you should just turn around. Like, one dude can just leave.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain things just like you need to use your brain, use your smarts, and go, not today, Satan.
And then, you know, like, it's funny. Oh, okay, so this is a slight tangent because this is off topic, so whatever. There are women out there who think we don't like strong women. You know, we hated Rey because she just sort of was, and she was the best at everything with no real reason.
Right.
Okay. Granted, we're in Holga's world, and she's like 50 years old or whatever, or 100 years old. She may be half giant. We don't know what she actually is. We just know she's a really good fighter and really, really powerful.
Yeah.
But we were introduced to her that way.
Yeah.
And she was fun.
Yeah. And, like, she was good. The tiefling, she was hilarious. Like, she's like she kind of said, like, from the very first time I saw her in the trailers, I liked it because she was like, "So what do you bring to the table?" And I'm like, that's what I want to know. This dude has a guitar. Like, what's he going to bring to the table?
I make plans, and if they fail, I make another plan. So you make plans that fail?
Yo, he was the weakest one on the team.
Yeah, he was.
Like, we don't need you. I mean, like, granted, they found things for him to do, but I'm like, yo, like, even the weak magic guy was better than you.
He was third season, Dr. What's his name on The Flash. The one who the only thing he could do was inspire people.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Wells.
Dr. Wells,
he was third season Dr. Wells.
Third season Wells. Yeah. But no, I mean, like, but like, yeah, like the female characters were great. I think, honestly, there's not a character I didn't like. I loved how the Red Witch chick hated having to play along with dude. She's like, I can't wait to kill this dude. Like, she was holding on just for the mission, man.
But she actually kept her word.
She did, yeah.
Like, she was getting ready to murder everybody else, and she was like, "Leave."
Yeah.
She kept her word, which surprised me because I really thought she was going to shove a knife through his back as soon as he started walking away.
See, I like villains who keep their word are more effective because those are the kind of people are more willing to make deals with because they know no they actually follow through.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, like they murder everybody else. But
if I betray you for them, they will give me my reward. So
yeah. And I'm still going to live.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
I'm on the winning side here. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So.
But no, I thought that was pretty. I thought the effects were good too. Everything looked really cool. The fight scenes were well done. Like it was a fun movie. It had heart to it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the scene when Bad Magic Guy, I don't remember everyone's names, when he stepped on the bridge and broke it. My dude, the paladin, stared at him for like a solid minute. He's like, this dude. There's one where like the camera zooms out and everyone is moving around. He's still looking.
Yeah, it was like okay, so there's a super complicated pattern across this bridge, and the paladin tells them what it is, and the dude steps on the bridge accidentally, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know where the bridge started," and the whole thing just falls off.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. Yeah, and then the fat dragon.
Yeah, the fat. He was trying his best, man. He was just like, the fat dragon was hilarious. I also liked how like for the magic guy when he finally became good at magic is because like I'm guessing because like so when he put the helmet on, there's a helmet that they had to get. When he gets the helmet, I'm assuming the thing he's talking to is either magic itself or his magic in particular. Because he basically it seemed like it didn't want to work for him until he took control.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was like that helmet or if that really was his ancestor or what.
It wasn't his ancestor.
Whatever it was, it wasn't gonna let him do what he needed to do until he took control of it.
In most like Dungeons and Dragons things, whenever you're trying to take control of some entity or magic sword or whatever, you see someone that you recognize, but it's just that thing talking to you.
So that was the helmet.
It was the magic of the helmet it was telling him you're not worthy. And then he said yes, and when he finally said yes, I am, it went
and punched him though.
Yeah,
because I remember the helmet was saying like magic doesn't suffer fools, right? It chooses who lets it wield. I guess he had to prove that he's like he wasn't just.
Yeah, he had to prove he was the master. Like you can't be a passenger here. You have to master the helmet.
Right. Also, so they find a staff. Well, they have a staff that Holga thought was a walking stick that ends up being like a portal gun. That's like that weapon is the MVP of that whole they better use that in that movie.
That dude. How do you just sort of be walking around with one of those and not know what it is? I mean, like you would have thought
her people are not very smart. They hit things good.
I get that, but like if I get a stick that has a crystal in the end, I want to know what that crystal is. And I'm going to go to somebody and find out what that crystal is.
But Walter, hit things good,
right?
I loved how she had like you saw her ex-husband was like the halfling,
yeah,
like super duper tiny guy.
And she's like half giant, so she's humongous.
And then like, when the even bigger woman came in that he was with now, she was like, that was really funny, like that dichotomy. And I love how at the end when she got her medal from the halfling, she was like,
yeah, she's definitely got a type. Oh, and then like you mentioned the battle axe. Mm-hmm. Like I love like when she gets the battle axe, like, and she's been asking dude about how he takes care of it and stuff. And she's like, nah, you should wash it in this stuff once every week. And then as I get ready to leave after she's gotten the axe, he's like, yeah, I know, we have to go wash the axe first.
Exactly. And I love when it got like when it got put in the molten stuff.
It comes out
and she pulls it out. She's like, yeah, all right, yeah. But I will say, to Hasbro's credit, the figure Holga, it does come with two different options of the handle for the axe. The shorter one, and then the one after it's fully extended. So they at least did that.
Okay.
So I'll give them.
But they gave you the ultimate axe, the one at the end, right? Not the one at the beginning.
You mean the one with the fire?
Yeah.
No, it's the regular.
They didn't give you the molten axe.
No.
Okay,
they're probably saying that for like the version 2, if they get that far.
But the molten axe was so much better.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm wondering though. I'm wondering if the paladin. So at the end, the guy who betrayed them, he runs away and he's found by the paladin. And so at first I'm like, oh, he's gonna kill him. But when we didn't see him get killed on screen, Walter, I have a theory. In the second movie, when Paladin shows back up, he's gonna have the traitor guy as like his assistant / slave to make up for it.
He put him in prison.
Huh?
He put him in prison.
I think he's gonna bring him back. Cause I think he's too. He has his own figure.
Yeah.
He has his own figure. He has his own name. I think what will happen is he'll bring him along to like make up for what he's done, and he'll be comic relief.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like he's too slimy. But
the Paladin's he's an idiot.
He is an idiot. He is an idiot. And dude, like the Paladin dude, God, whatever his name was, he's awesome in a way that you're just never gonna understand. Like he walks in, he should just be looking off into the wind every time he says something.
like when you first see him, like he's wearing like these wispy clothes and he's like performing miracles or whatever. And he just walks off. I was just like, oh man, no, but he's pretty cool though. I mean, the whole movie was good. I mean, even what's his face? I'm gonna call him Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk was great
Chris
too.
Pine.
He was Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know who should definitely make the second movie? The zombie.
Yeah. So there's a part where they use this charm thing to what do you call it? To talk to the dead, right? And so there's a there's a zombie that they wake up, and the way it works that you ask them 5 questions. After the 5 questions are up, they go back to being dead forever. There's one zombie who they only ask 4 questions to, and they walk off, and he's just
sitting there
he's
telling
just alive.
them, and he's like, you didn't ask me the first question.
He's like, please,
please, somebody, anybody, ask me a question.
He just walk off. It's rather hilarious. So. But no, like the movie, I think it was really good, and they didn't need to make it too deep. They didn't need to go into all the lore. It was a fun adventure, and I really hope it does well. Because I know, like in this day with like everything going to streaming very quickly, people are waiting things out to see it for free.
Which is the whole point of that thing that they did at the beginning of the movie about how you're the hero for being here watching this.
I really hope people, like, if you're interested in seeing it, please go see it in theaters. Because if, like, I get it, it's more expensive that way, but that's the only way you're going to see a sequel. So what's the point of waiting for it to come on HBO Max or whatever, then you watch it, you like it, wish for a sequel, but now you're never going to get it because you didn't watch it in theaters and then the sales declined. Yeah,
because that's what happened to that last Robin Hood movie, which, okay, it didn't do very well in theaters, but I thought it was a really good movie. It was a good movie.
I thought it was good.
And it's not going to get a sequel.
No, it was not.
Because it made like $4 in the theaters.
No, it made at least 12. I spent 12 to see it, so
it made at least $12. It made at least 24 because we were there together.
Yes, right, yeah.
So it made at least $24.
It made at least $24. But yeah, so please go see it in theaters, guys, because I think it deserves a movie. And I mean, at the very least, if not with these characters, at least in this world, you know, I think it would be good to, because each movie could be its own campaign. Like they don't need to bring the same people back. You know, I mean, of course, it'd be cool to have like guest stars. You know,
yeah.
Because I'm assuming the Paladin guy, he's been alive for a long time, so he can live through a lot of campaigns. And do tieflings live a long time?
Tieflings live like 3 times well, no, tieflings are demons, so they're immortal. But she seems to be like half tiefling. So
wait, so she said she was born to human parents, right?
Yeah, so she's like halfly tiefling.
But how did she become half demon if her parents were human?
Okay, so tieflings are born from humans. Like a male tiefling will capture a human woman and then grape her, and then give her back to her people, and then she'll have a demon baby.
And they don't know it happened?
They know.
Is that why the parents didn't want her? Wait, so is that the actual lore?
Yeah, that's the actual lore.
Oh, so they just smoothed over that part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Also, I get why they wouldn't work.
But see, like tiefling babies aren't actually evil.
They're just,
if you raise one as a person, that will be good. But the father will come back for their kid, and then raise them as a demon.
Right. I mean, that could be a good second movie then.
Yeah, like her father could come back.
Yeah. Have there ever been any good demons, or are they all evil?
Well, there's one who, like in the Drizzt books, who actually travels with Drizzt. So he's good.
You're just saying words I don't understand.
Drizzt is a dark elf. Those
Okay.
swords right there, those are his swords.
Oh, okay.
So he's a dark elf who also, dark elves are evil, but he's not.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like the hero of all his books, and he's got a tiefling who travels around with him.
Oh, okay. Also, very cool thing that happened in the movie when the final fight starts to happen and they start summoning a cloud of red death. The rich, they died first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While they were complaining about
refreshing
things not happening.
I don't believe any of the commoners got killed because they left the they all
They
left
go
to go get the free gold and from the rich people. Look, there were no downsides in this film, honestly.
Yeah.
And I did like so they do get the tablet to bring someone back, and they want to bring back Captain Kirk's wife. And in the final fight, Holga gets injured, which obviously you know what that means. Mm-hmm. They're using for her, which I thought was cool because even though it's not his wife, she is technically the mother, the girl's mother.
Yeah.
And so she meant more to the girl than the mother she never met.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so they brought her back. But I thought it was really good. The magic battle was good too.
Yeah.
Where they made giant hands. Like they didn't need to do like giant serpents and they just make a simple
thing.
thing.
Done that with Green Lantern. That's all I'm saying, man. The Green Lantern movie, they could have done something similar to that.
Look, that was like 15 years ago. Okay, they come a long way.
It was rocks.
They come a
shaped
long
like
way.
a hand.
I mean, that was better earthbending than I saw in that.
Right.
But no, it was. It's one of those few movies that I've seen that I have no complaints about.
I had one complaint, but it's not something that's going to matter to you.
Is it a D&D thing?
Yes, it is.
Go for it.
Okay, so they were in the Underdark. That's where they went to get the helmet from. Which I was looking forward to. I just wanted to see one dark elf. There's no dark elves.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I mean, there probably are. We just didn't see.
Well, yeah, exactly. But like they had Rothe down there. Those brain cow thingies.
That's where they got the helmet from, right?
Yeah.
What if they want to come back next time because maybe someone got disturbed while they were down there? Well, now they're mad.
I mean, dark elves will probably do that. Yes. So, I mean, there's absolutely a chance for that.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows?
I mean,
it's
honestly,
not necessary.
They probably weren't sure how much to spend on this. They didn't know how well it was going to do.
Well, there's that, and then there's also, I mean, like if you're gonna do an entire like a movie set up in the Underdark, like those blue crystals are all the light you're going to have the entire time that you're doing this movie. So that's generally the reason why they haven't done dark elf movies is just because it's going to be very difficult to actually set it in a way that makes sense.
Also, I thought it was really funny how they said the brain creatures are more likely to attack you the more intelligent you are, and they just walk by the whole group. It's like, well, that was insulting. It's like, they're all kind of dumb.
I mean, okay.
I think the tiefling's the only one I mean, she seems to be a little smart, but
not necessarily.
The rest
she's just really good at the things she does. So is Hogan. Yeah. She's really good at the things she does. She's not very smart.
No, not at all. But also, I always think it's funny. So like when Tiefling chick, when she was escaping from spying on the Red Wizard, and like she jumped out of the window, and then immediately turned into like a hawk. I'm like, but then they're gonna shoot arrows at you, which then they did.
Yeah.
It's like you should have just kept going to the ground and hit hover over the ground as a hawk, turn into something small and get into like a sewer or whatever. Why are you flying? They can see you better now. It made for a good scene
because it looks better.
It did look cool. Yeah. It did look cool.
I really did actually think she was going to take an arrow to the wing because that's generally what happens in situations like that in movies like this. But no, I mean,
what will happen, Walter? It'll happen in the next movie. Because see, now people are built up to think, oh, now she should always be able to get away. No.
And she did turn into a deer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was funny. She's like, see, she did turn into a deer. The moment she turned, I'm like, oh man, she. Hogan's gonna.
And that's how she got away.
Yeah. Like turning into a deer.
Like all the other stuff she did, she didn't get away. It was the deer.
And Hogan's like, see, I was right. But no, it was a good film. Like if I had to give it a rating out of 10, Walter, I'm gonna be honest with you. As someone who didn't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, I enjoyed it. I would give it a 10 out of 10 because I have nothing wrong with it. I spent money. I had fun. I liked all the characters. I went out and bought. Story made sense. I went out and bought merchandise the next day. I have no flaws with that. I thought it was 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it.
And I'd give it a 9 out of 10, but it's only because
Dark Elves.
Because Dark Elves, yeah. I just wanted something that they never actually promised me.
Yeah. How very much like a nerd. This wasn't promised, and there was a reason for it to be in the movie, but I wanted it, so I'm docking you 5 points. But no, I thought it was a good movie. So please, guys, if you have any interest in this movie, go see it in theaters. There's a little cringe thing in the beginning where they tell you how you're the hero, but I mean it's true. They need you to see it if you want a sequel, and you gotta see it in theaters. That's just
it's true. Because I mean, like we're paying $14.99 or whatever for HBO Max. It goes to HBO Max. They're not really getting anything out of that other than views.
Yeah.
Because we're not paying any more. It's just there.
Right. Exactly. I mean, and the people who make the money choices, at the end of the day, they don't care about how good it was. They don't care how much you like it. If there was no dollars associated with it, it will not get a sequel. Mm-hmm. And it will end up reflecting on D&D as an entire entertainment franchise. They'll say, oh, it didn't work.
Yeah. And then another thing people have to understand is that we're past the point in history where making $100 million matters. If it doesn't make $400 million or more, it still won't get a sequel.
Because the budget's so high, it's got to make a certain multiple of what the budget was to matter.
Yeah, so like $100 million no longer matters. Like breaking $100 million used to be, 20 years ago. Oh, it's a hit.
Yeah,
no, it's not that anymore.
Not anymore. I mean, because you look at Shazam and Black Adam, they both are considered failures, and they both made over $100 million.
They made like 300, they made 350
and
million.
They're not going to, and they're not making it to the. I don't think if Shazam was considered to make it to the next version of the DC universe, I think after its performance, I think they're probably like, nah, cut it.
But it's their fault.
It is their fault. It is absolutely their fault.
Like, you don't tell us that this doesn't matter and then do it.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. I mean, that's why I'm on the fence about Blue Beetle. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I'm only going to care about it if it happens after the Flash movie.
Pretty much, yeah. Because
we saw the poster last night at the theater, and it just said 2023. So I don't know if that means there's not a confirmed date. I think if there was, you'd put it on the poster in the theater.
I'm 99% sure it doesn't matter.
You think?
Well, because James Gunn has already said his first movie is going to be Superman. So if his first DC movie after the Flash is supposed to be Superman, then that means that this is Jaime before the Flash. Even if they put the movie out after the Flash, same with Aquaman. Even if they put it out after the Flash, this is pre-Flashpoint.
So it doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. So they're not going to do well because once they've made it clear, because they're going to have to make it clear.
But what if they somehow bring Static Shock into that movie though?
That's going to be worse because now they've told us, hey, look, we brought you the character you've all been waiting for, and it doesn't matter,
and it's gone.
I mean, that's what they did with Black Adam.
Yeah.
They brought Henry Cavill back as Superman, and then immediately said, "So what?"
Walter, I mean, I actually liked the Black Adam movie. I really did. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
And I was hyped at the end when he said, Black Adam, we need to talk. I'm like, yo, let's go. Like, throw that man into the sky and yell Shazam. Show him that Kryptonians are not good against magic. I was happy about that. And then they're like, oh, by the way, we were kidding. That was all lies. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, Henry Cavill's doing a press tour, walking around talking about what he's got planned for the next Superman movie. Yeah, no, it's not happening.
It's terrible.
Dude, so, yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is like studios are generally going to do what will make money.
Yeah.
Even if it means lie to us.
Mm-hmm. And because they knew.
Yeah.
They knew before Black Adam came out that nothing in the movie was going to matter. Mm-hmm. They knew that. But they didn't tell you that until they already had your money.
Yeah. Just like that's why they brought Henry Cavill back. Because they had said like a couple of years ago they had no intention of bringing Henry Cavill back. So, okay, we'll let you have Henry Cavill. I mean, we're rebooting the whole universe, but...
I also, I thought that was kind of jacked up because I get it. He was Superman in some pretty bad movies. But I missed the part where that's Henry Cavill's fault.
He was a good Superman.
Yeah.
just in a bad movie.
The script was just bad and sad.
And then, okay, Captain Marvel basically has that exact same setup as far as fans go. Like, fans have sort of rewritten Captain Marvel in their head now because, I don't know, woman, whatever.
Wait. Oh, Marvel Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel Captain Marvel.
Not DC Captain Marvel, who was Shazam.
Yeah, who they actually said that. But yeah, no, Marvel Captain Marvel, where the movie was bad, the acting was bad, she was dry, the whole thing was terrible, why her powers started working makes no sense. But then everyone goes, but no, you know what? Brie Larson was actually good. It was the script that sucked. No, she was horrible.
The film only did well because they told everybody this was important to watch before the next movie, which was Endgame. That is the only reason why it did well. Now, granted, though, I have seen Brie Larson in other films. She can act.
Yes.
But I think in this movie, her problem, in Captain Marvel, the problem was she had a point to prove to somebody. And that got too much into the script and too much into the final cut. That she was trying to prove a point outside of the film. Because I know she can act. Because she can act, she can be likable. Like, I saw her like in the year she was in Captain Marvel. That same year, I think she was in a movie with I think it was Michael B. Jordan or not Michael B. Jordan. Oh yeah, no, it was I think it was him and what's his face, the guy who Shocker.
Guy who's Shocker?
Yeah, in the in Spider-Man movies. Sorry, Electro.
Oh, okay, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. They were in a movie about like set in the South, like some trial about some people being racist because the South. And
I had never saw it.
I saw it. It was not an action movie, but it was one of those movies I was interested in. I saw it, and she was in it, and she was good in it.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, how am I seeing you in this film in the same year that you're Captain Marvel, and over here you're like acting, and over here you're like, I hate men. It's like, bro, same year, same person, with other Marvel actors in the movie. Please, come on.
Well, see, okay, comic book movies in the past 5 years have become well, actually a lot of movies have, a lot of books have too, have become like this sort of man-hate platform. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, all the guys had their chance, now we're going to give women their chance, and I'm cool with that. Yeah. But for some reason, they've come to the conclusion that to give women their chance, it means you have to make men look stupid. Yeah. And that's not it at all. Again, this Dungeons and Dragons movie, Holga, she was just powerful. It had nothing to do with how weak anybody around her was. And
it was funny that Captain Kirk was trash. Like she did all the throwing of hands, and he was like, "Yeah, we got him. Yeah, I'm doing my best." He's
like, "I'm smart." Yeah. And compared to them, he is.
But even though he was trash, they still had another positive. They had the wizard guy who learned to overcome.
And the paladin guy who's invincible.
He just. I don't think he even ran. I think he just kind of just.
he's walking in a straight line.
Yeah. So there's a scene where he's walking away from them on the beach, and like, wow, he even walked a straight line. And there's a giant rock, and like, oh, there's a rock there. So he's gonna go around it, and this man just walks
over the rock.
He literally walks the straight and narrow.
He never deviates at all. He just walks right over it and keeps going.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
But they didn't have to put anybody down. They had actual characters. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that in the Marvels, I mean, I don't have a lot of hope for it right now, but I'm hoping in the Marvels that they've had enough time to get away from whatever anger they were feeling during Captain Marvel and make her more human in this one, because now at this point in the Marvels, she will have been active for 30 years as a hero. Mm-hmm. And now she's gonna be with her best friend's daughter, and along with Miss Marvel, teen girl,
and she knows who she is. Yeah, because part of that was she thought she was a Kree.
Yeah. Now see, I can see her. So it's weird. So I can kind of understand some of the way she was acting in the first movie, because she had just gotten over God knows how long of being brainwashed by the Kree. Mm-hmm. Right? But some of it, though.
But I mean, she was still acting that way in Endgame. So
yeah,
and that's what 20 years later. So
yeah. She's still.
You can't.
I mean, I guess because she's been away from Earth so long, she's cold and disconnected. But it's like, but you've met people out in space. Mm-hmm. you were friends with the Skrulls, who we know are just green versions of us. Like you've been around people. Why are you still weird?
So yeah, no, the answer is man hate. Like, I'm just saying, like, if they just cut back on the man hate, we will embrace female characters. We love Ellen Ripley. Yeah, you know, we love Sarah Connor. Yeah, you know, we loved the first Wonder Woman movie.
I'm still mad about how they took out what's her face, Sarah Connor in that last one, or no, how they
took out
John, and like Sarah was right there. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't think Sarah Connor lets her guard down.
Nah,
I was not happy with that.
Nah, they wronged her.
I was like,
not to mention that then they just replaced him with a girl with the same destiny.
Yeah. I was like, but why though? But yeah, but no, like I mean, there are definitely really good female characters out there. That I mean, in Dungeons and Dragons, it showed.
Yeah, like even like the main villain, the Red Wizard, she was great.
Yeah, she was great.
Dude, she was scary.
She was terrifying from the jump.
Yeah,
and you know, obviously you can't trust her at all. And when she spotted the tiefling chick as a fly, and she yelled, I was like, "Ooh, that's okay. Please don't terrify me." You know.
Yeah, and like it wasn't just when she spotted her; she felt her first. She walked into the room. She's like, "Wait, there's an unnatural change in here."
I'm like, "Oh God, run!" I was like, "Run!"
Yeah, so like, dude, it's like this movie was great. I'll even give it 9.5. But the Life of Dark Elves, man. And
their the henchmen weren't stupid. There's a scene when Tiefling when she was running away, right? She ran into a suit of armor and then turned into like a guard. You know, like she basically turned back to her regular self and nodded to another guard and started walking away. And the guard was like, "No, that's stupid." And he came. I'm like, did that guard use his brain and think?
Yeah,
that was
armor's
crazy.
She's too small.
Yeah,
know she's a guard. Kill her.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That was hilarious. Also, I love when they had the illusion of Captain Kirk doing like the guitar thing, and then it started freaking out, and his head got all weird. Like, you gotta see it. It's a hilarious gag. It was pretty funny. Also, low key, the thing's are nightmares, but it was pretty cool.
The Talking Stones, this movie is such a good movie.
Yeah,
it is. It's just a really fun movie. It's not deep.
Nope.
You're not going to sit back and go, oh, and then, this actually meant this. It was a metaphor. No. They are really straightforward, but it's a lot of fun.
I did like when he was trying to decide on like to use the tablet or not, and then like the blue dragonfly thing landed on his hand. Mm-hmm. And you remember what she said about let it go? I was like, oh my God, it's so sad. She's telling you from beyond the grave to let her go and save her daughter's mother figure. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh my God,
that's her mom.
That's her mom.
Like, stop trying to get me and save her.
And he's probably thinking, but you're really hot though.
Like, I'm not getting anything from this.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, I wasn't trying to bring your mother back. I was trying to bring my wife.
Which she never heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But like, for the audience, we understood why this decision was so heart-wrenching for him. Granted, he was trying to get her mom back, but that's not what he wanted his wife back.
So his wife his kid got her mom back. Bad magic guy got his girlfriend back. She gave him another chance because he
not bad magic guy anymore.
Yeah, he's doing great.
He's decent magic guy now.
Perfect paladin guy is just still probably walking in a straight line somewhere, being perfect. Like I would watch a spin-off movie of him. like I don't need any struggles. I don't need just him walking in a straight line doing.
Yeah, he's from a race of people who are supposed to be evil, but he's not. Right. And then like Chris Pine, he's a harper.
Harper, yeah.
Yeah, he's a harper. So he's like, you know what? These are my mortal enemies. They murdered my wife, and then right. Like, there's no way this guy's good. And then the wizard guy goes, well, actually, I've heard of him. And he's actually got a really good reputation. And the tiefling chick is like, no, I've heard of him too, and he's really good. And then Olga's like, she's like, I'm trying to not do this to you, but I've heard of him people. Too. And he's a good guy.
And I mean, he was surprisingly insightful. Like when they were trapped with the dragon, and then Captain Kirk came up with the plan to get him out. And he's like, what? He's like, what are you looking at? He's like, a harper that's shaking off his slumber. And I'm like, how you gonna miss all these other things going around you, but then you have like the most insightful thing to say in the most poetic way possible? Like, where did that come from? Also, I had a question though. Maybe since you're a Dungeons & Dragons guy, so in this scene when they were running away from the Red Wizards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he escaped. It looked like he got the same mark on his head that everyone else did.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm assuming because he was on the outside of it, he didn't get enough to become undead.
Exactly.
Did that make him immortal? Like,
no, it probably made him like
live longer.
Age slower.
Because it looks like
he's not immortal. Because
he
he's
got
not a child.
enough of the. He got a little bit of whatever everyone else got, right?
Yeah, he's not immortal because he's not a child anymore.
Yeah.
So he's still aging.
Yeah.
But he's just not aging very fast.
Are his people normally all kind of dense? Or was that just a him thing?
I think that's just a him thing. Like he said, he said that it changed him. So it probably made him really.
To be fair, yeah, he got touched by some dark magic, and then also his parents turned into zombies that tried to kill him immediately. That would probably have an effect on the child. And
a lot of his friends and stuff.
Probably, it looks like all of his friends. It looks like.
Zaz Tam is in this movie. Which, if you're a Dungeons & Dragons fan, then you know this. Zaz Tam, the zombie guy, the zombie wizard. He's in the books.
Oh, is he like a really big bad?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, so that means so they can't just not bring him in now.
Oh no, he's the overarching villain. I think that they have a plan here for sequels. Yeah, and he's the overarching villain here. So
I'm wondering because they killed the Red Wizard chick. I'm wondering if he's gonna like take that as like the gauntlet has been thrown or something, and come to face the rest of them.
Yeah, the area that they were in, he actually had a tower where he ran that area, and then Drizzt and his friends kicked him out. So it seems like he's trying to get back in power in this movie. So this is like a side thing from the Drizzt book. So this is a
real campaign.
A real campaign.
Also, I loved how they used the magic the magic nullifier things to beat her, because like the moment I saw that there were some extras, I'm like, oh, we definitely gotta take those. You're definitely gonna need those for something, right? Because I don't think they could have beaten her otherwise without Paladin guy. Like, I think that was probably their only option because she was rocking them pretty badly.
Yeah, but I do have to go back and watch this movie again because the speech he gives his daughter before they go back, all I heard was him tell her, turn invisible and don't look back. So at what part in this did he then tell her, okay, turn invisible, take this bracelet and slide it on the Red Wizard? Because they seem to be trying to get this done. So I now need to go and listen to exactly how he said what he said to her to see if I missed the code.
Or maybe he didn't mean for her to come, but when he saw that the bracelet had put on her, he knew, okay, that must have been her. And he rolled with it.
Or maybe during the fight, the bracelet's going across, but we never noticed it.
But he noticed it, yeah.
So I have to see this movie again just to see how that broke down.
Good. See it in theater because I want a sequel. Like, this movie actually got me, and to all my friends who tried, I'm sorry you weren't the ones to get me into it, but this movie did a lot more to get me into it than anything else. It's pretty cool.
It's a good movie, yeah.
It's pretty cool, yeah. So I give it a 10 out of 10. You give it a 9.5 out of 10 because you're a nerd. But yeah, and then next week is Let's Go.
A Mario.
No. It's me, Mario. That's how he's gonna say it, Walter. That's how it's gonna be for 2 whole hours. But next week is Mario, so maybe we'll do one on Mario, possibly.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure. All right. I mean, I know it's going to be hard for you because you got like 3 trillion birthdays between now and then.
Yeah, one of them was today.
Yeah.
I was at a birthday party earlier today, and then I got one Wednesday, and then Tuesday. My mother-in-law's Tuesday. My wife is Wednesday.
I feel your pain. You have to be
my pocket feels my pain.
Yeah, you broke as hell.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, until next time, we've been your hosts, Kirby King
and Black Superman.
See you later, guys.